Hey guys, welcome back to another clip of Schach-manuel-lernen. Today with the fourth round of the Wil chess weekend. So my opponent played e4, then played c5, knight c3, and then we had another Sicilian opening. And here I decided to go with d5, d3, d4, knight f6, and after h3 I decided to play h5. The more common option is to play bishop e7 and after g4 castle, bishop g2 and searching the counterplay on the queen side. So I played h5 here because I didn't want to have g4 on the board, g3, b6, now fianchetto, bishop d2, bishop e7 was a bit awaiting, short castle, b5. And now, he attacked with a4, a6, so everything's still closed. We're waiting for the first strike. Knight to c1, queen to b6. Keep an eye on the king on g1 already a bit. Knight to g5, knight to d7, capture, capture. And now in order to eliminate the line he captured. And after queen f3 I was quite happy because here I could trade off my weaker bishop. Some other options would have been c4 and after king h2 bishop b7 just waiting. But I played with the concrete idea of capturing knight 3-5. And after queen f4 to play g6. Because this bishop is now quite bad. And these two knights hanging in there. And especially this knight here. Let's make it like that. Especially this knight here is kind of an outpost. In the game happened knight to b3, short castle, g4. g4 is not really helpful. Of course, the plan with g4 is to play something like that and going for a checkmate. But g4 just weakens the pawn structure because when I capture, he has to capture with the pawn. And then, here I should have played c4. And when he goes back, I can continue with b4. Like really attacking on the queen side. I played king g7, which was a mistake. Because he could have played queen g3. And let's say after rook h8. He can play bishop f4 to attacking my knight. And after queen c7, he can suddenly attack on the other open file. And then he can play with this idea and I can't really defend it. And if I don't play queen c7 or d6, I need to move my knight away, but then he can play bishop d6 and then suddenly he enters in the position. So that's why king g7 was the one move that was not good. But he played king f2, which is a mistake from his side. And here would have been a really beautiful move, f5. I didn't consider it at all. Of course, if he captures en passant, it's a terrible move. Because we can capture with the rook and then we just win the queen. And other than that, if he captures with the pawn, I can capture with the pawn and then everything opens. And now we see why king f2 was quite a terrible move from white. So instead I played rook h8, grabbing the open file, bishop a5, queen d6, bit piece shuffling. And here I played bishop c6, bishop f3, queen to c7, and here white decided to play king g2 A better move would have been b4, better approach to support the knight and also to search some counterplay. But king g2 is not a good move because now I can exchange my rook for 2 minor pieces and the position will soon collapse. The plan from my opponent was to play rook h1 and then giving here a checkmate. But it's not so easy because I can play king f8 and after check I'm safe on e7. And yeah, I still have the better bishop. These 2 knights are really strong and he has no way to enter in my position. So rook c8, queen e1, king c7, and now I try to create a pass pawn. And after b4 I can play d2, b5. I capture with the bishop. The idea is if we capture with the queen, I can exchange everything and then make a new queen. And he played queen f6 check, that f6 check. I had to calculate that because my knight is pinned. But after going to d6, my king is really safe in the middle of the board. And after capturing, he played king h2. And yeah, I could have made a second queen, but I captured with a check and also with winning the queen. And here the moment appeared where white resigned. And yeah, it was not a really spectacular game. Yeah, I missed some stuff, my opponent missed some stuff. But the crucial moment was when I was able to exchange a rook for 2 minor pieces. And with 3 points out of 4 rounds, I was happy to claim in the last round to going for a victory and to possibly reach 4 out of 5 points. If I reach it or not, you will see in the next clip. I wish you a wonderful weekend. Take care guys and see you by next clip.